I'm back again after a year. Tagal, diba? I will be sharing to you guys my 50-30-20 budgeting rule that I have discussed from my previous videos that I probably posted 2 years ago. So ano nga ba yung experience ko? Medyo naging struggle siya for me for the first, 2 to 3 months. Kasi when I started computing my finances, yung income ko pala, hindi lang 50% goes to my needs. Like, parang 65% goes to my needs. Parang ayoko bawasan yung 30% of my wants. Kasi parang, syempre, that's the reason why I'm budgeting so that I can live financially at peace, di ba? Yung parang yung tipong hindi ako nag-worry na kakasya ba to this month, kakasya ba to this week, and then at the end of the month, naghihinga low ako waiting for my next salary, di ba? Kaya that's why we are doing budgeting. To have that financial peace of mind, stability. 65% goes to my needs, and then 30% goes to my wants. Wala na natitira sa akin for savings then, di ba? Parang, 5% of it goes to my savings. So, there were things that I had to cut and to adjust. Like, for example, what did I have to cut off? Nagtipid ako sa tubig. Tipid ako sa kuryente. So, I had to cut down on those things para medyo bumaba naman yung aking needs. Instead of 65% na pababa ka siya up to 60%. Tapos yung wants ko, nabawasan ko siya ng another 5%. Kaya dumating yung time na nagkaroon ako ng 15% that can go to my savings account. So parang, it took a while for me to adjust. Kasi, ganun naman talaga eh. When you start something new, it will really take time for you to adjust. And you don't have to worry or you don't have to stress yourself na dapat perfect, nagawa ko na tong ganitong budgeting rule this month. It doesn't work that way. It has to adjust with you emotionally, also mentally, and syempre based din dun sa pangangailangan mo, hindi ba? So, it's not like, for example, ngayon 75% yung needs mo and wala ka ng other ways to put money into your savings. You don't have to stress out about it. It could take time for you to adjust. Basta ang importante dun, aware ka na you are spending beyond what you are earning. And that way, you can find ways to lessen your expenses. Hindi ba? It took me like 3 months to adjust para makapaglagay ng 15% to my savings account. So parang nangyari nun, 15% of my income, after 3 months, 15% of my income now goes to my savings account. So parang yung first 2 months, nakakapaglagay ako like 5%, ganyan. And then, magtataka ako, alam ko meron akong extra 5% na butal doon sa sweldo ko, diba? Pero magtataka ako, by the end of the month, pagdating na nung petsa de peligro, kulang pa rin yung pera ko, nauubos pa rin. So sabi ko, what can I do to make sure that my savings stays on the savings? So what I did was, I opened a CIMB account. One of the reasons why I chose that bank account is because, one, it's online. So, madali ko siya ma-access. Pwede ka na rin mag-enroll doon online so you can open the bank account online. Second, they have 4% interest annual for the savings. So, medyo mataas yun, hindi ba? And then, ang tagal niya mag-transfer. Yun yung benefits for me for putting my savings at CIMB. it takes like 24 hours for me to transfer my money from CIMB to other bank accounts. So kung may gagastusin ako, tatama rin na ako mag-transfer kasi hindi ko siya makukuha ngayon. So nababawasan yung impulse buying ko. So ang ginawa ko, isa sa mga technique or tips that I can give you guys na kapag if you wanna save money or if you wanna put money into your savings account is pagkakuha mo ng sweldo mo, bawas mo na kagad yung ilalagay mo sa savings mo. Before you pay anything else, before you buy anything else, the moment you get your money, you put like whatever you can afford, like 10% of your salary or 15% of your salary. In my case, at that time was 15% of my salary. I cut it na kagad and put it on my CIMB savings account para hindi ko na siya maggalaw. And then, that way, it became very, very easy for me. Kasi alam ko na, okay, after I put off my savings, the next step is for me to pay my bills. Para hindi na ako dadating dun sa time na, shucks, kulang yung pera ko kasi nag-shopping ako. Or kulang yung pera ko kasi bumili ako sa Food Panda, di ba? hindi ganun. I actually have two additional bank accounts for that. So I have Union Bank, which is also an online bank that you can apply online through an app. And I also have GCash. So ang ginagawa ko, I pay my bills through Union Bank. Ilipat na ako ng allowance ko sa GCash. Allowance. I consider the wants allowance. Kasi that means pwede ko yung tipirin. I put that on my GCash and then GCash. And then yung Union Bank ko, that's where all the bills I get to pay all my bills. That became easy for me to limit my spending, which was easy for me compared to me tracking every expenses I make. Then that was 2 years ago, so before pandemic. And then when pandemic happened, it was actually beneficial for me financially. Kasi nabawasan ko yung expenses ko with going out. Kasi that's one of my actual wants. It's really essential for me to go out with friends, eat out. So yun yung two things that I always spend money on. So pandemic made me stop doing that. Pero may Food Panda pa rin, may Grab Food pa rin, so nakaka-order pa rin ako ng food. But nabawasan yung hanging out with friends and the transpo. So I was able to increase my savings to 20%. So ang ginawa ko, yung 15% ko, I still put it on my savings. And then the 5%, I placed it on stocks, which is what I use is eToro. Every sweldo, I put 5% on my stocks. Sa iba-ibang stocks, actually, diversified, okay? With stocks naman, I don't recommend everyone to put money on stocks na they're not willing to lose. So when it comes to stocks, you have to make sure that kung ano yung perang nilalagay mo doon, it's okay for you to lose that. Kasi syempre, it's still a gamble, especially right now where everything is up and down. You don't know when it's going to go up, you don't know when it's going to crash. We cannot predict this pandemic season. So, it's better if you want to put money on stocks. It's also good for experience, one. Second, it's also good if you're gonna do it long term. Because what I did was, I decided to make it long term na I just put extra money on my account. Para kung bumaba siya, hindi ako masa-stress. Kung tumaas siya, edi okay. So ngayon, siguro mga more than 1 year na yung pandemic. It's still up and down, pero it's not like may times kasi na bumaba talaga siya, and then some of my friends got really stressed out. They really panicked kasi syempre some of them put their savings in stocks, which is not a good idea It should be your extra money lang that you can keep away and pray it goes up. so that's what I did. So until now, my money's still there. It went down, and then it went up, and then it went up again, and then it went down again, and I wasn't worried. So hindi siya scary for me. But it's still there, and it's still earning money. Mas mataas na siya ngayon compared doon sa pinasok ko. So, what happened with my savings account? This is the most exciting part. 2 years ago, I started saving up. It was really a great idea. Kasi for me, finances is something that I don't want to worry about. Kasi it hinders me to do my passions and then to do the things that I really wanted to do. What it made me feel was it gave me financial security that I know na kahit mawalan ako ng work or mawalan ako ng income, I will survive for at least 4 or 5 months time. So it allowed me to become free in a way that I can choose what to do. I can choose what company I want to work for. I can choose what passions I want to pursue. It allowed me to be free of worries na anong ba, may pambayad ba ako next month sa mga expenses ko, or magiging sobrang tipid pa ako for the next few months while I look for a job. And also, it allowed me to choose the job I want. Diba? Kapag nag-apply ka ng trabaho, you don't wanna get the one that is just offering you yung unang mag-offer sa'yo, diba? You wanna be able to see the choices. You wanna be able to have that power to choose. What do I want? Which company do I want to be with? So with my savings, I was able to resign from work. I know, right? I was able to resign from work because it made me feel secure financially for several months. And it allowed me to work on the things that I am passionate about. Like, for example, now, I am part of a foundation that I advocate for, which is Hand and Heart Foundation. They are a foundation that supports PWDs by providing awareness, providing jobs, trainings, and other things for PWDs. And also, surprisingly, I co-founded another foundation, which is PWDe. We support PWD entrepreneurs by helping them promote their businesses and also provide trainings for them and giving them tools to be able to sell their products or services online. So I can put the description down below about the Lazada page of PWDe. And not only that, di ba, dami kong ginagawa. Siyempre, hindi naman pwede na puro non-profit, di ba? I also need to earn money for my future, for the next stage in my life, to pursue my dreams. I am now launching a new business that I will launch this September. So this is another exciting news in my life. And I'm really happy and excited to be doing it. So I will probably announce it on September then on our launch. So that's what 2 years worth of savings allowed me to do. And take note, that 2 years, hindi perfect yun all the time. There will be months na hindi ako makakapaglagay. There will be months na 5% lang yung nilalagay ko. Pero still, putting something aside will help you in the long run. So I really suggest that maybe you can try saving up now. You can try budgeting. If you cannot save money, if hindi ka makapagtabi ng pera, kahit siguro 500 pesos, 1,000 pesos, 2,000 pesos, in the long run, it will allow you to pursue other things that you are passionate about. So I hope that inspired you to save up money for your future, to save up money for your dreams, di ba? That's one of the reasons why we're working, so that we can live for the things that we want to do. So what can we expect next from this channel? So apart from personal finances, I will be also posting videos about mental health, self-love, and also videos about businesses. Hope I inspired you to save up, and please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. See you again next week!